Every day in and out, when I wake up in the morning, I think about boxing. The old man who taught me boxing said, boxers, they are ungrateful.
And I talked to the coach, I can fight. The coach said, okay.
He said today, my boy will die if he fights. You know, sometimes you have to see vision. You know, sometimes you have to see vision. You have to see somebody that this man, if I train him this, it can be good in future. Everybody have a willpower, but you, the coach, you are the top of them. Every day in and out, when I wake up in the morning, I think about boxing. Boxing is the only thing can let me survive now.
The city of Accra is home of boxing in the West African nation of Ghana. In its neighborhoods are young men dreaming of becoming the next world champion. Helping this dream become a reality are boxing coaches like Coach KWEI.
Be free of yourself. Don't stand one place.
My name is Daniel KWEI, and I was born in 19 February 1965. When I got to the primary school, there the fighting started. But later my brother saw that, you know, me myself, I love fight, so he have to take me to the place they train me.
When you are Zulu, what is the problem?
I could remember the first person I fought is Eric Boo. Even I fought him, but I see that no, he has so many tricks in boxing, which because he's a professional boxer, so he just disciplined me very well. But when I got home, I cannot sleep because I think about it, because I'm seeing that this I can beat him.
Keep going. Right up.
Daniel Latekwe, fondly known as Coach KWEI, started off as a boxer but found himself accidentally becoming a renowned boxing coach. Someone noted he was a better coach than a boxer.
But the coach saw me, you know, I can train people. I don't know the vision he saw. So the coach started pressing me all the time I should be coach. But then I was a disco dancer, so, you know, my mind is not on the boxing alone. I do boxing, I do judo, and the dancing at the same time. So, you know, my mind is here and there, here and there. I don't focus on one thing.
Daniel Latekwe, because he has a lot of boxers in the national team. He worked very hard. His club is Fit Square Boxing Club. Yeah. So he has always been around with me, and he's a good coach, I can say. Boxing is big in Ghana. You know, Africa, Ghana, we've been to the Olympics, and we have had, in the past, we have 3 Olympic medals for boxing.
But when I tune in the TV and they're showing boxing, I like to watch. If I may say, the way our people fight with passion.
In Africa, potentially we have very good boxers, and not all the countries, I agree with you, but potentially in a country like Ghana, we are helping this boxing commission in Africa to have African titles. Boxing have changed, you know, it's not the same boxing as 30 years ago.
Across the continent, boxing is popular. African boxers have risen to world status and have held world titles. Ghana has so far proved to be the continent's center of champions.
Nigeria was ahead of us at a point because they produced Hogan Kidbasi as a world champion, and then Dick Tiger, before we had our first world champion in the person of David Kote Poison, DK Poison. But after that, we have overtaken them by far. We've had the great Azuma Nelson, we've had Ike Bazooka Quote, we've had Alfred Cobra Quote, and Joshua Clottey. So we've had several world champions, and I think that no African country compares.
It's something that Ghanaians have been practicing for years before we even became an independent country. Our first leader, Kwame Nkrumah, Sergeant Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, was a great sportsman who decided to use sports to achieve much of his political end. Football, boxing. So, you know, the kind of policies we had at the time, educational policies and all that, made it possible for many of the youth to take to boxing. It's a pain that a country that has produced so many champions. I mean, looking at our size, we don't have even a gym or a multi-purpose sports facility that one can refer to as something that will bring the best out of Ghanaian boxers.
My name is Biswaksa. I am 13 years of age. I want to be a boxer because I want to be the best boxer in the world.
The reason why I want to be a boxer is to become a superstar.
His passion is equal to his uniqueness. Even without payment, he is still dedicated to his young boxers. Coach KWEI nurtures talent from an early age. He begins grooming his fighters from as early as 6 years old. This way, by the time they get to competition level, they will be seasoned fighters.
Actually, me myself, I don't train grown up. I train youth from 8 years, even 6 years. Some of them are 6 years. But I know how to handle them.
Even though these children are in school, boxing is still held in high regard. The children are brought to Coach KWEI by their parents. Boxing in Ghana is seen as an escape from poverty.
I know where he started with the young ones at very younger stage. Brought them up, go to them every day, take them to school, go to school, pick them up, bring them back home, for their mothers to be, will not have anything to say about this thing.
1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Daddy. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And he started bringing them up gradually. Anytime there is fight here in this particular stadium, he brings them, the children, on the field over there. When there is any international match, he brings them, the children. And they start to fight. They do ask catch razor, everything.
Under these very basic conditions, Coach KWEI has been producing champions.
This is Ghana, a site called Kokomemle. This is where I train my people. I have a few pairs of girls. It's not enough, but this is how I manage it. And this is the losing ones. Now the body ones I use is this. I have this red one and the black one. This is what we use now. I have one punching bag here. This is what we use. make by title. So we try that, and I have this local manufacturer, you know, we call it Warpad, but this is what we use, and we produce any champion from here. I think every year I can produce at least 3 or 4 people into the national team.
With just a few gloves, a punching bag and a couple of war pads, one would wonder if this is enough to raise a champion, and whether this equipment would make an ambitious boxer stay on with Coach KWEI.
The training is not majority people, but when you get 2 or 3 people who they are best, you can make something better. Yeah. It will depend on the teachings. Yeah, so I'm trying to do my best of them. Yeah.
Coach KWEI's passion is admirable, but because there is no agreement between himself and the parents of the children he trains, when fame and fortune arrives in his boxer's career, Coach KWEI's hard work is forgotten. Coach KWEI in his career has groomed big names, including the 2013 IBF welterweight champion Frederick Lawson and IBF bantamweight title holder Joseph Aboku.
Not a penny. One day, say, you will come and say, "Oh, Mama, take this thing for, you know, what you've done for me." They just forget about it. Joseph Aboku, I discovered it.
Since there were no Abuko stock and be made since then, Aquabukuda, $1,000 that she a banner, Shebana, Ragashi, J. Falcon nobody say. Ecoman, Frederick Mediana Metro, Star Antonio, Frederick Elemi, and I Frederick Machine Antonio, and I'm my mission, a year Panoaka.
I could remember my first boxer I started with called KWEI. He's a very good boxer, but it's unfortunately somebody came and took him to Togo as an amateur. He went and fight professional in career, just destroyed. A ladder, if you climb from down to top, the same place you decline to come down. So some of the boys, and me myself, I have experience, and so many people have told me. Even the old man who taught me boxing said, boxers, they are ungrateful. You train them, later they will go away from you, and so many things. And it's happening now.
Despite his role in helping them attain this success, the boxers are no longer with Coach KWEI. The question then is whether Coach KWEI has what it takes to be a champion maker or is simply a talent scout. Despite the past disappointments, Coach KWEI still holds on to the fastest rising star of his career, the 24-year-old Manuel Plange.
My name is Jesse Manuel Plange, and I do boxing. Yeah, it came to a time that they fought in the Kaleshi Sports Complex between Anyetelai and Afretete, and I went and watched the fight. And when I watched the fight, I saw a curtain raiser like a juvenile boxing, whereby the children are fighting. And I talked to the coach, I can fight. The coach said, okay, then I should come to training to see that whether I can fight. So I started training, and the coach said that I can fight and I can do a good boxer.
Manuel Plange has been under Coach KWEI's training since he was 8 years old. 16 years later, now a rising star in Ghana and the world of boxing, the two share a bond that goes beyond the sport.
Manu they came about six of them to come and learn boxing. They say they are footballers. I don't know what came into them. Normally, when we are at Circle Kokomimle, every Saturday or Sunday, I used to make juvenile boxing for roadside to hunting talent. Anybody at all, if you said you will fight, I'll put you there to fight. I was there and they came, they said they want to fight, and I put them They fight with my boy who is in the national team then.
I've known Coach KWEI for a long time, and I really love Coach KWEI, how Coach KWEI is. Coach KWEI is a good coach, and that he goes straight to the point to tell you that do this and do this. And when you train, that's to encourage you. And I think he's the best coach training the youngs and up-and-coming boxers.
Under Coach KWEI's training, Manyo is on his way to becoming one of Ghana's greats. The 2 times Africa gold medalist, Olympian, 2 times world champion participant has come a long way.
My name is Philip Planch. I'm a coach of this club, Kanishilon Tennis Club. And then Manu has been my nephew, and then this is where I train a lot of people. I have an academy here made up of young girls and boys alike. Another most important reason why Manu is doing tennis is because most of the boxers have realized that when they finish their boxing career, they become nuisance to public. What I've realized is that for Manu to play tennis, it's going to keep him sane, become calm, because as he's on the court, he'll be playing with other people, mingling, say, oh, I will score you, let's go and play tennis. So it's making him have fun. And then he's going to take out the depression and whatever he went on in that boxing ring. It's going to keep him very safe.
The area of Bukom in Accra, Ghana is famous for producing the nation's best boxers. It is home to 80% of Ghana's boxing talent. It is also the place where boxers go to make a name. If you can make it in Bukom, you can make it anywhere.
So we went to that Bukom Square to fight that day. And I took Manu and this Frederick Lawson. Many of them. We fighting, and Bukom Banku brings some boy that is the best juvenile boxer in Bukom. So he wanted the boy to fight one of my boys. But if I look the age and his height, Manu is too small for that boy to fight him. So I choose Frederick Lawson, the one who is IBF champion now, to fight that boy. And they agree that they will fight. But the time they are bringing the boy, they put some, we have our traditional eba, something which our kings and our things, they use it, put on their neck. They put that thing, they put some on the boy's mouth, and they are singing what song. They are playing something, they put some powder. They say today, my boy will die if he fights. True. The boy saw that you don't have the spirit, willpower. He's sick. The boy came in sick, seriously. Freddy, why? This boy you can be. He said, no, he cannot fight. He's sick. I touch him. Really, the boy, the temperature go high. And I was disturbed. But Manu came and told me that, oh, Brakwe, me too, I believe in fight. I don't fear any fight. I said, okay. If Manu said he will beat him, let's dress Manu. What can happen, I don't mind. And I dress Manu. Manu said he will beat the guy. They put Manu and the guy in the ring. Up to date, my confidence and my everything is Manu. Manu surprised everybody. Small boy, even the people around, they are afraid. But Manu beat the boy, which the boy cannot throw in hands. Later, this boy who said he's sick, I've come back to his senses. He said, oh, now you fight. I said, no, he lost already. I always say to him, I know what is inside him. That's why he's IBF champion. Now Manu is coming. But I know what is inside him.
It takes discipline to be a good boxer. For Manyo, that is a lesson he has been taught by his coach, which he applies in his life outside the boxing ring.
I was born here, I grew up here, I school here, stay here, I have a lot of friends, a lot of fans here. Many people love to be with me because I'm free. I do laugh a lot, chat, have a jokes to get more friends. Because in boxing, when you do boxing, you don't have to fight outside. So I don't want to fight anybody. So I have to joke, crack jokes and everything, to have fans and friends and everything. Yeah, this is my place. Yeah, and you can see my banner. Yeah, that is DJ Mapo doing the speakers. Yeah, that's my monkey, my guy. My guy. Yeah, this is my room. I do watch boxing. This is Manny Pacquiao and McCain's. So I do watch boxing. And this is the award that I've won, Swag Award, Amateur Boxer of the Year, and also Best Boxer of the Tournament, my cap. And also I have medals. This is the medals that I got. This is a gold medalist from Mauritius. Yeah, and this is from Australia. This is the cap given to me in Mauritius as a best boxer. Yeah. Yeah. And I have some teddy bear here who is wearing gloves. Yeah.
Manyo's talent has not gone unnoticed by talent scouts, promoters and managers who could offer better equipment and training and also a taste of a lavish lifestyle.
Yeah, a lot of people have talked to me to come to their gym to train, but I don't want to be in other gym than to be with Coach KWEI. But despite everything, we have equipment that is not enough, but I think that is the best place for you to train, to come up, to be a champion. Because when I look up things, Coach KWEI have trained a lot of champions.
A supportive family and friends help keep Manyo in check. This way, stardom does not get the better of him.
This is my grandfather. Yeah. And his name is Tawia Planch. Tawia Planch. And this is my grandfather. This is my father. Yeah, Jonathan Peter Planch. Yeah.
The coach is someone like our family. He's among our family, so he took my son as his own son, and he trained him very well. So I prefer that can help him maybe in future. And maybe by 40 years time he can stop and do other business.
Well, my name is Ernest, and Manyo has been a friend, a brother. He listened to his coaches, and one of his wonderful moments also is when he realized there's time for him to knock you down. He doesn't hesitate. He just goes in for a knockout, and there he goes. He does the boxing. After boxing, there's another life to live. You can't do boxing. I think he plays football as well. He plays tennis as well. Being serious in the ring, he's serious outside the ring, because women would like to come around, because they see the potential in him, and say, hey, look, you have to watch out, because this is not the best for you, this is not the right for you. And believe in me, he doesn't do the rough things. He takes advice, and I would say he loves to sleep, eat and sleep, than to go do womanizing. Yeah. Look, he's a fantastic boxer.
The money that I'll get from the sports, I have to save it, and also I have many people who do advise me about my social life, and also because I do learn also telecommunication when I was in school. So I do computing, hardware and software. So I have people who advise me to save money and also to get up to some stage, to build a house, a car and everything. That is it. So I do have people who advise me a lot and I appreciate it.
Coach KWEI has had a fair share of glory days. His hard work has not always gone unrewarded.
I won this one, the best coach of the year. I've won it 3 times. And this one also, I've won it. I've wrote some date on it, if I could remember. There are some things on it. This thing, I think he removed all of them. I'm having date on it. So, you know, by His grace, you know, I'm trying to do my best for my nation. So, what I can say, I want people to come to my aid, to help me. I can do many great things in boxing. Without them, I cannot do it alone. I'm trying my best to do what I can. So, that is, I'm still going. So I'm looking in future what will come my way.
I want
you know, I'm always saying that I want to train somebody to fight a WBC world title. And that is my wish. That is something I'll do before I'll pass away. I don't want my boxing coaching to be just a coach, but I want to make some record of it.
Despite all he has gone through, Coach KWEI holds on to his dream of training a boxer who becomes a world champion and will give him a front seat at the world arena. A chance to finally receive the acclaim and better life that has often been elusive.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner, Manuel